because there was literally my health because I ran out of skin packs and I came downstairs and we had some synth help and died, but this one did my fault because something happened by my hands. So
All systems.
we still have some synth soldiers. On door number 1. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. What? This is a novice lock.
Nice.
Um. Starting to think whether that was worth even going. Let's drop something that's really heavy. Not that. That's too good. I'll drop this tin still. That'll free up a lot of space. Oop, not enough. I don't want to drop any of this. Maybe I can drop one of these weapons I accidentally picked up or something. I want to sell that. No, that's worth too much to just drop. There we go.
Dr. Fillmore.
Well, isn't this fun?
Screw you. I don't know if all of you knew this, but if you actually drink from a water fountain, you gain no rads, no radiation damage whatsoever. If you go up to a water fountain and just press to drink, then you can drink, refill your health, and you won't gain any rads. So if there's a lake right there, and then there's over here maybe a water fountain, best bet's using water fountain, you ain't gonna get no rads. The lake, you're probably gonna get some rads, yeah. Which sometimes you'll see me drink from the lake and stuff if I don't see a water fountain nearby, because it's kind of worth it when you're low in health and you don't want to use up skin packs, and it's right there, and it doesn't give too much radiation damage, you know. Ugh. Okay, let's continue.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just
I want to head to the castle.
to Father,
I need to head to the
but
castle.
to all of us.
Okay.
Just looking to trade a little.
Okay. This unit is ready to...
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
No, I don't want to hit the road right now.
Can we trade a few things? Just looking to trade a little.
Oh, so you're just...
Let's trade some things.
I can't have you as a follower anymore.
I just want to trade a few things.
That doesn't bother me any. At least you're not attacking me. Actually, I wish you would attack me. I want that armor you got on.
This unit is ready to serve.
No, you're not.
Selling what you build ain't a half-bad way to make a living.
11 p.m. out there.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Who is that?
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart? I assume your silence means you're in deep thought. Take your time.
This unit is ready to serve.
Time to hit the road.
Confirmed.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Voice.
Well, more loading screens.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it
I
belongs.
know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
If you require maintenance,
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
remember to
Nice work bringing that rogue scent back then.
Yes, taking all my little pills. Interesting. And you've been getting extra rest? Are there many more of these questions? Interesting. Any additional pain? I feel quite well. Interesting. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue? No more than I'd expect from a man of my age. I see. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon? Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills. Hmm? Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now. But I haven't quite finished. I believe we're done now. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased that happens. It would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Do you need more parts for the reactor? I could have gotten them while I was out.
No, this is a different matter. Hopefully one that does not put anyone at risk. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
What do you mean by that? What's happened?
Well, while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve this situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something out. You can consider this handled.
Believe me, I already do.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
Okay, let's head down there and see what the problem with these Minutemen are. They always gotta start trouble, don't they?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
I can't believe you thought this was a valuable use of time and resources.
Are you kidding me? The Institute is clearly trying to kidnap a Commonwealth citizen. Again. And you're saying we shouldn't be here? I thought our whole purpose was to protect the people. To stop shit like this from happening. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
No one is gonna do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy wherever it is they go. And we'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
The Institute wants the same things you do. We can find a way to work together.
I don't know about that, but look, if nothing else, you'd best get in there and make sure that man's okay. I'll make sure no one makes a move on him in the meantime. But, well, you'd better be right about this.
I bet he's a synth or something.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
Those are good men out there. You have no right to insult them like that.
Those good men of yours wanted to kill me. Forgive me for not thinking terribly highly of them. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Busted. Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not a robot.
That's exactly what a robot would say. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be in here.
What can I say to convince you that we're not going... Just shut up and listen to me. We're not here to hurt you. But if you make this difficult, you're going to regret it.
Okay, all right. What do you want from me? Why are you here?
Lizette.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one.
I'll see you back in the Institute.
It's stuck.
Okay, let's go see if the Minutemen are still there. Hopefully they don't cause a problem.
General? Hey, General. Yeah? Huh?
Hello, sir.
Yes? Yes?
Okay, I guess they're fine now. Let's go back to the Institute.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent violence and save some lives.
Yes, that is one goal. And if you are to be the new director of the Institute, you should be the one to do it. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Father.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. Know that the future is looking bright, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, It's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
You hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and Institute? The one at Bunker Hill? A bunch of people got killed or something. Total blood.
Heard you rescued Valentine. Good work.
Hi. There.
Travis.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So, I don't, okay. I usually...
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power.
This is why.
I'll need to find those radio parts. I'll need to find those radio parts.
Hey,
Okay, let's try
Yeah,
this. Maybe this goes here?
Hi.
Alright, and you go.
Don't break my stuff. If you don't mind. Okay. I usually don't. This is why.
Okay, let's get started.
Higgs and Logan have officially lost their minds. They'll be lucky not to.
Okay, let's head in here. Get this transmission going. All over the Commonwealth. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Wait.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the facilities division immediately.
Okay, let's go in the reactor room. This is the first time I've actually played through the Institute thing, so I actually have no idea what's gonna happen.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
I have to admit, the third generation sensor is something.
How do we get up there? Oh.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors.
This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Okay, where'd I go? How'd I get in here?
The nerve. He's gone too far this time.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have
Allie.
to see too much.
So, what can I do for the future director of the Institute?
I have to admit, the third generation sensor is something.
Today is full of possibilities.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Okay, let's continue. Through here and find out. Let's go to the meeting.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist without.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
My compliments.
May I
on
be the
getting
first to welcome you, sir.
592 back to
We're
us
looking
so
forward to working with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's just spit it out, shall we? The Directorate has decided that the Brotherhood of Steel need to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The Advanced Systems folks will get to work immediately. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
In case anyone didn't notice, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly.
Have you seen J5?
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Did you check robotics?
My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older.
Bet it's pretty boring down here compared to up there.
Okay, yeah, I feel like we should have probably increased synth production, but in the long run, weapons is probably good. And we can always increase synth production afterwards.
To think I'd be above ground, suffering.
Okay, let's go down here and talk to our son.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Director. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going. You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by who. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear that. Then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done. Because these fanatics cannot be allowed to continue to exist. They represent a very clear threat to the Institute. Small as they are in number, their twisted ideology ensures that they will never stop trying to strike at us. They must be eradicated. Are you willing to see to it?
How do you want me to handle it?
The details of the operation are up to you. I think I prefer not knowing. What's important is that you come back safely. Remember that I would not ask this of you were it not so important. Good luck. It's unfortunate that it's come to this, but there's really no other way.
Okay, yeah, but I could use some extra.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, that even now would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Hi, Sean.
I heard you're gonna be in charge of the Institute someday. That sounds like a lot of work. Are you excited or scared?
You heard that, did you? From who?
Oh, I heard Dr. Higgs saying that you weren't qualified, and we'd all be lucky if we lived another 2 years. He's so funny sometimes.
You seem like you're always in a good mood, kid.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't I be?
Hey.
I'm glad you talked me into coming here.
Can't believe they said that. People talking behind my back already. Man. Maybe I should report this to the patrols or something.
You should get to bioscience right away, sir.
Excuse me.
Be warned. Security systems in bioscience have been compromised.
What?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Oh crap, not bioscience. Where's bioscience? Must be the fourth one up here.
Hi.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yeah, nothing to report. There's something going on here.
I'm not gonna miss everyone complaining about insufficient power levels.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as Father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
They've lost their minds.
No, they've lost faith.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Loken. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort. Here we are. Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Doc.
Things have changed for the better since you arrived. Looks like Father was right all along.
You must die now, human.
Oh, dang it. My bad. I walked up on him. Gotta be more careful. Because those pulse mines are very strong, and
I'm not gonna miss everyone complaining about insufficient power levels.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest you. They've taken control of the body.
Have they made any demands?
Not yet, but I expect they'll demand that you renounce all ties to the Institute.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help. I can unlock. From there, if you can't reason, that should give you some options.
gosh, these synths, man.
Here we are. Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Attacking human. Actuator damaged. Systems offline.
Nice.
What? Where am I going? Okay, I don't think I was supposed to be in there in the first place.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, hmm? Impressive. If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time. If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
Fine then.
Is someone? You must be terminated.
I suppose you don't care.
Following Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile.
Okay. That didn't work. But I don't think I want to release the gorillas. I don't. That's why I wanted to restart it. I just think it's a bad idea to release the gorillas.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Maybe.
Excuse me, Doctor.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
Maybe, maybe not. All I'm asking is that you keep an open mind.
I'm sorry, but our minds are made up. Both Dr. Loken and I have resolved to stand our ground.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Since, abort command override and resume normal functions.
can't pick this.
Okay then.
The door's unlocked. Since Defense Protocol 1.
Doctor. Doc.
Synths aren't human beings, but supposedly they're the future of humanity. I'll never understand it.
Okay, at least I resolved it that time without bloodshed.
There's a lot of
Hi, Doc.
Bravo.
Hey.
I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Hey, Doc.
Things have changed for the better since you arrived. Looks like Father was right all along.
Longs. Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia. Quite a handful.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here.